I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Yep, welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. We are here with more than just me and Mark with the mic this week.
I know.
In attendance, Commander Farrell in the building.
You income one, but many time tank.
Well, listen, don't get yourself thrown
You
off.
already sound drunk. I don't know what.
Don't get yourself thrown off for the comeback.
You're right.
Damn it, we had to put you on a lifeboat and hang you off the back.
There it is, man.
But this is our podcast about anything and everything. Like Mark said, not just games and comic books and movies.
Pop culture.
We got
It's life.
pop culture. We got tech stuff this week. We got the Jenkins, the sandwich man himself,
Oh man, it's
talking
such,
about his PC setup.
I'm going to buy sandwiches right after that.
Oh man, I got one earlier this morning. Man. Look, it's a real
Hilarious.
thing. This is not a joke.
Going to the supermarket to
Not a
buy
drill.
some sandwiches.
He's not allowed to have them though.
Hey, he got to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? But
That's been like a running joke for about 2 years, right?
he knows the deal. But see, now I got to run the mic.
I think it was more because you were being on the cast, so I always gave you a little shout out with the whole thing of following you.
That's fantastic.
And I'll give them the location where you're at, so they can follow you.
There it is.
We gave him the sandwiches, though.
And then
You gotta have something to eat when you
came up
start.
with the sandwich.
One day, someone will just walk by. Hey, what?
Sandwich.
And hand me a sandwich.
No, they're gonna eat in front of you. It's just gonna be like,
Yeah,
watch me
they're
do
not,
this.
they're not allowed to give you the sandwich.
Oh, there you go. So that one's going to be the guy who failed. I hope he gives me a sandwich and someone walks it back up in there and knocks it out of my hand. No! And goes scolds the other guy.
That
Oh my God, they blasting something outside. Y'all two carry on for a second.
would be my goal for this podcast.
For someone to knock a sandwich out my hand and scold the other guy for giving it to me. Just
Like, no,
no,
that's he's like a
No.
gremlin.
he doesn't get it. He's not supposed to get
Yo, she's like a gremlin. I like that.
it. It's the best. Just hops
Oh,
out
man.
of it. All of it. I'm like, I'm all traveling abroad.
Oh
Pick
my
up a sandwich.
goodness.
Just someone smacks a baguette out of my hand. What's happening here?
Yo. And we're going to take a little break right here just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast that's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show. And that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well. So you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also you can catch the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast, as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you.
Talking about gremlins, we see the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
Yo,
Your
he's
segue's impeccable.
he is a full-grown gremlin.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
So-
he would be a gigantic gremlin in that community.
Furry.
So, I say the only thing,
Right.
the music didn't hit well, and I wasn't crazy about what Sonic looked like.
Yo, it's Sonic and Cyclops, the buddy cop movie. What?
Where's that? Exactly, that's the one we needed.
So they showed someone posted up with Hop, because he was in the movie Hop, and it was kind of the same thing. So they had the same like in-car scene with the
So
bunny
he was
and him.
practicing. He was getting
Yeah, they had one with him and Sonic as well. So it was
I
like
know
the
how to
exact
act
same.
without somebody there.
Yeah. Okay.
Why Cyclops is getting picked for these movies all the time? I don't know.
I think he wants to do it. He wants to be the next one to get in that big movie that's just of all CG movie except him.
Right? It's gonna be like his Roger Rabbit.
He wants to do Cool World too. What?
There you go.
We thought it was gonna be Brad Pitt before he got too old. No, it's gonna be Cyclops. I'll take it.
You don't even know that's Cyclops. You don't even use his name no more.
I don't know what his name. I'm sorry.
I know what that actor's name. That's hilarious.
It's like James Masters something. I don't know. James. I know his name's James.
All right. Well, listen.
So what do you guys think of the trailer?
I thought it was funny, and my only critiques are like the small things that don't really matter.
Yeah.
But I thought Jim Carrey was like the only thing that made me really happy was like, wait a second, he's Jim Carrey. That's Jim Carrey again. I'll take it.
Exactly.
I'll take it. It's been too long.
Exactly. I'll take it from right there because that's exactly what it got me in. I was like, oh, this is. Oh no. Yes. Because we're gonna get Jim Carrey as Robotnik being the cartoonish, ridiculous Robotnik, just hilarious, and that's what you needed. You needed this hilarious cartoonish vision. It didn't need to be dark Robotnik from the Channel 7 Sonic at all.
If he says Pingas, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Oh, he's just being, and like you said, it's like after Leslie, well, not after Leslie because he's been around when they both existed too. But two people I have as fucking living cartoons were Leslie Nielsen and fucking Jim Carrey. He's super most expressive person, and it's just, oh yeah, that's gonna sell it for me. And the movie has a budget, so effects are gonna look great. Like him as a CGI character looks fine. Him as Sonic, yeah. You know what I mean? I was talking to the wife about it. It's like you needed to just lean into it. You're making a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's absurd. The suspension of disbelief you had at the word go. You didn't have to try to, you know what I mean? You didn't have to. You had that by the inception, the name of the character. It's a cartoon hedgehog that doesn't even look like a hedgehog. Right? Yeah,
I don't think
you had us at the word go if you're going to make a Sonic movie. You didn't need to overtly design him to make him fit the real world. He can walk around and look like a big blue ridiculous thing because you have us already. You get what I mean? No one's going to be like, that stands out. Sonic stands out. He don't make no sense. It's okay. You get what I mean? That's okay.
He's been in the Olympics with an Italian plumber who's about the same size as him.
Exactly.
Like, no, relax.
He's a little blue alien from another planet, is what the truth is, and it's fine. Give him the sneakers, the big sneakers. Give him the gloves. Give him the big oversized head for his body because that's what makes sense for what he can do. You know what I mean? For what you're trying to portray with him.
So, what I've seen in the trailer is like I feel the movie's gonna be just really funny. I think it's gonna have a lot of those moments. It reminds me of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that cartoon more than the Channel 7 one. It reminds me of the slapstick, like Looney Tune-ish cartoon. The end scene of the trailer got me excited because you saw Mushroom Island from Sonic and Knuckles. Right. And you see Robotnik as old school Robotnik, bald with the bushy mustache. So it got me really excited. I'm like, Jim Carrey's gonna fucking destroy in this movie. I think he's gonna be a really good Robotnik, and he's gonna be more of the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Robotnik over the one that was in Channel 7. And I'm pretty fine with that.
I got a question because the most recent iteration, what is Robotnik like now in the games?
And Sonic, in the games.
In the most recent games, what is his personality?
The show.
Well, no, you see, even that's not even as recent as the last game because there was another game that came out like last year.
Forces, he's still the same.
What is he?
He's Dr. Eggman. Like they don't Robotnik no more.
I don't know. I personally didn't play the game. Sorry, I didn't do that, but it didn't look like it was for me.
About?
Sonic Forces, the last main line.
Oh, I thought that was god awful and terrible. I thought.
But I need to know what his personality was, not how the game was.
No, same as every other game. Like his personality was never really and what he wanted to do never really changed.
So was he funny? Was he angry? Like was he not completely serious?
It was both. Like he was angry when he lost, and then he try to do stupid shit that usually failed on him.
Okay.
But you always had kind of a Looney Tune kind of vibe with him when he lost, because he'll blow up and fucking find another vehicle and shit like that. That's something I actually liked about the trailer too.
Mhm.
When Sonic knocked down the big vehicle and another fucking robot came out and fucking played.
And
Look
the
at that
robot, and the robot having the Robotnik custom design, the big oval-like shape with the big red eye. I was like, yeah, you're doing it.
And then the running is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, at least he's faster than what was
I
the
hope
song,
Sonic's
like
not balding.
Naked Eye or something like that.
Hope Sonic's not
He's a-
balding because he's leaving hairs everywhere.
He's supposed to be though, because I think they said 760 on the speedometer.
Yeah.
I think he's supposed to be faster than. Is it speed of sound?
Yeah, he's
How fast is
the
speed of
speed of sound. It's about that.
Oh, it is. Is it like more than? Is it 1,000 or plus? Or is
Then
it?
they showed him Sonic Boom, so he's even faster when he does the Sonic Boom.
Where the hell does he get the rings from? Wait a second. Because
They haven't
hit
really-
something, he's done.
And then also like the Chaos Emeralds, they haven't really went to
Goddamn
back to
other
that either.
countries. It's 343 meters per second.
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
translate?
Yeah, I'll translate in a second. But go on.
Goddamn stupid Americans. We don't know what it. Uh-oh. No product placement, please.
Right.
We're not sponsored by Google. Although we'll use their glorious Hangout service until it, runs itself into the ground later on this year. So,
But yeah, I'm excited for the movie. I want to see it even if it's a shit show, because I think it's one of those movies that even if it's bad, it's gonna be funny enough to be good.
yeah, but I just wanted to say how much I detest that awful choice of Gangsta's Paradise for this movie. It just made it feel.
I don't get it.
Why
It
can't
made
don't
me
get
feel. It made me feel icky. You know?
So with Sonic the Hedgehog, you have so much amazing music throughout the years of Sonic the Hedgehog. You could have easily did like a remix of any of their fucking music that they had.
Anything. Like how
Like,
they put Green Hill. What was it? Green Hill Place
Green
or
Hill
whatever.
Zone, yeah.
Like it's in the movie. Why couldn't you just do like some type of thing where you hear it somewhat, but put some lyrics to some other song if you want to use a song that. Did they think just Americans are still dumb? You don't understand that Sonic is Japanese? Like, why? Why do they do this? I don't get that. That's the only part of the trailer that just made me. That was the cringe moment. Nothing I watched on screen made me cringe. What was coming through the speakers on my computer is making me cringe.
I think the weird part for me with Sonic was when he was stretching, because his body looked weird when he was stretching.
Nothing I saw. I can stomach his gruesome.
His grimace.
I can stomach. I don't like how he looks because he looks like he's gonna turn at any moment and just like they're gonna do a shot of him from behind, and then he turns around and he's just foaming at the mouth and he's just gonna eat Cyclops.
Right, he looks like fucking Where Sonic, that game where he looked terrible.
And, oh boy, there's a parody site that's been putting out some articles. I love it. It was one that says Sonic criticizes the movie director for giving in to fan demands, and it says Sonic Team.
That's
But they obviously it was a parody site.
That's a
So.
parody site. That doesn't mean it's like you gotta fix fast. It's like yeah, I agree. They could have chose any other song. You You could even choose the generic, just standard speed. Give me Speed Demon. Give me Highway to the Danger Zone. Give me one of these songs. You know,
Put the song from Adventure 1 that started the game.
Anything.
That song was
from the
amazing.
goddamn show.
They actually
fast. I would have took that.
they own so much music. They have the license to the cartoons. They have the license to the games. That's just odd.
Yeah, Sega and
No,
Universal Music Group. No, Universal's doing this movie, right? Yeah.
Odd. Very odd.
No, it's Paramount.
Paramount, excuse me.
Very
So still, there you go. Sony has tons of music. Oh, by the way, it's 767 miles an hour.
Really? So that's the speed of sound? There you go. They got it right. That's like every song says the speed of sound.
Yeah, they could have put any of those damn songs. The first song in Sonic Adventure 2, his song in Sonic Adventure 2. Any of those damn songs could have been. I think you would have hit the nostalgic factor of Sonic the Hedgehog with one of those songs.
But I mean, they make you buy.
Burn.
They may still make you would have to buy Green Hill Zone if it was a ringtone anyway. Like some of those
Right.
bullshit. So everybody knows what that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't understand why. Because Gangsta's Paradise is a 90s rap song. It's just like, who's that for? Well, I wasn't.
It has its place even in its time, just not for that.
With Sonic and Gangsta.
Exactly.
Coolio.
It's like,
let me ask y'all, do you know if Coolio did a Sonic the Hedgehog commercial in the 90s?
no, I don't think so.
I highly doubt it, because that's when he took himself seriously.
Wow.
You right. He was too gangster for Sonic. You right.
Yep.
So,
But they are doing a re-imaging of Sonic, which I hope they just go with what he looks like. I don't mind the fur. I don't mind the way it looks realistically. I just give it to what Sonic looks like.
I was like, the only problem I had with that was there was an article. Thankfully it wasn't Kotaku, but it was just like they've been having some issues lately with some of the shit they've been putting. But it was like, it's only convenient when it's Sekiro, right? To keep the artist's direction. And I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah.
Go all the way. I don't care. Don't change it. Because I kind of feel more cringy looking at people celebrating that they're changing it. Because I'm like, you ain't gotta go make no damn video. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, you don't have to make a video about it change. I agree them accepting fan feedback. It's questionable of what they can accomplish in a few months.
Yeah.
Like rendering an entire movie with CG, it takes time.
I feel that they had the original design already made. They just went with the design already. Like, I had a feeling that they already had the original Sonic design in a way that it was kind of realistic in a way. And it's already there. And probably being the outtakes and shit, like, oh, this was the original design, but we went with this.
I just don't understand that decision. So there's, as you know, with character design and anything, like character design takes time. They use several character artists, different character artists. They hire, they make concept art, they do the character design, and they refinish and it gets on somebody's desk. And I just don't understand whose desk it got on, and this guy greenlit saying that's what we're looking for. He's got to look like a weird child.
He has to look like a weird midget. He looks like an awkward midget. Like, he's long.
He's gotta lose the gloves. We gotta real size the sneakers.
And we gotta promote Puma on his shoes.
Well, product placement is a thing, and I'm not.
Yeah. I don't mind the shoes. The shoes don't look bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not gonna. What am I gonna say? Don't get money paid for don't get this movie paid for. You know what I mean? Like, someone's got to pay them.
It has socks. It's red. It's red and
I'm
white.
just mad because I have those shoes exist.
Yeah.
And I don't know who made them, but they are Pumas, right? Yeah, I think they're Adidas actually.
Yeah.
The Sonic shoes. So that's very odd because I think they're out there.
So, it's just, I'm interested to see what they do. And I can agree with you about celebrating too hardly that, that they're gonna change it, because like I had that conflict in myself. It's like this was somebody's, you know what I mean? At the very end,
they gave them
somebody's idea. Somebody wanted to breathe life.
I'll put it this way: at the end of the day, they had faith in them to do at least that much, and they said okay. So if they said okay, yeah, whatever. It comes out, and that's how you learn your lesson, basically.
Right.
You can fail on your own front. Right. Now there's gonna be that cloud of, hey, if this movie fails, we listen to you motherfuckers, and nobody went to see it.
Right.
So this is on you now. And if it would have just been whatever they let him go with, they'd be like, well, see, now you learn your lesson to listen to us, because you got to let them prove themselves or fail on their own terms.
So right, right. This is a litmus test, right? You put your money where your mouth is. If the problem with that is they spend all this extra money to rush job a redo of the design that people may like, right? We may like the redesign. Yeah, you nailed it, hit it on the head. It could still be a shit movie. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? It's like it's a double-edged sword. So you can't start then blame the fan base. Look, we changed it and you still didn't come out. It's like, no, but it was still a shit movie though.
I would just like to point out, there's a lot of them, and there are some Pumas, but the Pumas are ugly.
Yeah.
They look weird. I'm not a
big fan of Puma either.
The red ones look cool. The blue with the white and the red bottoms, I'm not feeling those. They're supposed to have like a pixelated look if you look at them, I guess, to the side or something, but I'm not feeling that.
I like again, the sneakers I don't mind. Like, I think it looks on point somewhat. It's all red. The only thing is, why would he have shoelaces?
Smart guy. That's true. That's very dangerous.
Yeah.
You go that fast.
Like I wouldn't trust shoelaces if I'm going that fast.
And his sneakers really don't have shoelaces. They just have socks.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be like
A little buckle on the
magically
side.
tight to his ankles.
No, they have a buckle. The original ones have a
yeah.
buckle. The
they had a
3D
buckle.
ones, the 3D ones are the futuristic looking ones. I can't tell you what those are about.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's some space tech. That's magic.
I'm just saying, you could be Shadow and have like the skates,
Oh, he'll probably be there.
light skates.
He'll
You
probably
think
be the
Shadow's
main.
gonna be in this movie? That's
He'll
the,
probably-
that's
I-
the finger.
Somebody's
if they're
gonna be
planning a part two,
Finger?
yes.
No, I think one other CG character is gonna be in there, and I'm pretty
It's not
sure.
gonna be Amy.
Nah,
Maybe Metal Sonic.
it's not gonna be. I doubt it's gonna be Tails because
Might be Metal Sonic.
the way they're.
It's gonna be Metal Sonic.
Oh, you know, that's a good possibility. But I feel like the way the story is being told of him being just this thing that fell here somehow, or whatever. They didn't even say if he. Did they show like a crater or something?
No, they just
right? No.
they
It's just-
assuming
it's
that
just-
he's an alien.
It's just,
But
In
it's
a
stated,
burrow.
like he states that I'm here and there's this alien here and he's here to protect.
Yeah.
They don't really, and then Robotnik's side is he works for the military.
So basically, he's Superman, right? So Superman has to fight a superpower being. So whatever. Robotnik fails. Jim Carrey fails, turns into Robotnik. And
Right.
I bet you he either because I think Shadow's a clone. I'm not sure if he's his own
yeah,
original.
that was a test tube baby.
So he's gonna either that or Metal Sonic. Now that you put that in my head, I'm thinking about that.
Mecha Sonic makes a lot of sense because then Robotnik again with the scene with him getting the piece of Sonic's hair. Sonic is going bald. Like
Oh
he's
yeah,
fucking
if he gets
losing
his hair, then that makes
Why
me
he's losing his
clone
hair
him.
everywhere?
Mm.
So apparently, like I'm getting little weirdness about that too. The whole collecting his hairs, and
Yeah,
apparently his hairs having the Speed Force. Yep, that's what I'm calling it. The Speed Force
I mean, I
is
think
essentially what he has.
that makes more sense.
So
too.
I could see him trying to make a mech with the Sonic hair.
I think it's gonna be Shadow now. I thought about it. If he has his genetic material, I can
Yeah,
it's
it's
Shadow.
clearly stated in the trailer, like Robotnik Grace is like, this one there can power blah 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 blah, and you see all the shit go crazy. It's like, all right. So he wants to collect them for quote unquote, you got to safety of the world, but he wants to get his hands on them because this alternative power source.
Maybe it turns him fat.
What happened?
Just
Maybe it
eat.
turns him fat. His tiny legs.
I mean, we all seen the stinger, right? Him.
Well, that's how he always can run faster than Sonic. He has to be that fat. His metabolism.
right. He got to burn all that. That's hilarious.
He's human. That's why he looks like
He's
that.
running for his life. That's
So what do
why
you
he
think
puts-
at the end we get a big time jump, or is it going to be some nonsense that he experiments goes wrong and gets him the big bushy
something's gonna
beard?
blow up.
I think
to get
I
some
think
and the loss of
be like I think that's gonna be like the final act. Is gonna be in Mobius.
him losing his hair. He's like, that's what I'm thinking too. I think he's going to Sonic fights the big bag here. Robotnik's exposed on Earth and can't stay, and him crazed chases Sonic back to the whole planet because he wants,
But is it gonna be the thing with the ball and chain?
right?
Which one is it gonna be?
Listen,
Maybe
I
it's
want,
Mecha.
I want the chicken
No, but
and the fucking drill dude. I want the fucking,
yeah, but
Chicken in the drill.
but-
their
no,
name,
I mean,
scratching fucking. What's the other one?
Squat and scratch and squat or something like that.
one is scratches the chicken.
And then there was a monkey.
Drill. It's fucking what's it
Wait,
called?
what was the drill one? Yeah, I forgot the drill guy. Those idiots. Bender? No.
That's Futurama.
No, man. I forget what was that one we called? Adventures?
Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, man, I don't even know.
It's on actually Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Do you know who owns
Um,
the company
Dick?
that? I remember. Yeah. Oh wait, that's not. Hold on, I'm confused. Did they also have the older cartoon that was on Channel 5?
no, it was Channel 11 and Channel 7. These two were like simultaneously on,
Oh,
and then they had Sonic X, which was on Channel 5.
Sonic X was the one.
That
Okay.
was a newer one.
Yes, I remember that one. I don't think it was very. I don't think it was
No,
very
Channel
good.
7 was just Sonic the
It
Hedgehog.
was Grounder, Coconuts, and Scratch.
Grounder was his name because he's
I
fucking.
remember Coconuts. Yeah.
And then Scratch was
He was a little
the
schemer.
chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, Scratch.
Think there's gonna be Chow in the movie?
No.
Depends on there. That's more from the game.
I
right?
don't see. Okay, I see maybe Tails.
I don't think they're
Wait,
gonna.
Very unlikely.
You don't
but
think we're gonna get Knuckles in the business suit?
No, I think we're only gonna get. One, I think that's why I said we're gonna get one other CG
Donda.
monster. That's it.
I need Knuckles in the pinstripe suit.
show you the way.
Oh well, listen, you get lost. You need somebody to show you the way.
Show you the way.
Yeah, you do. You think they're gonna play into that meme? They gotta, right?
They've already. He's already said gotta go fast in like the first 3 seconds. No, of course they will.
Oh god, they have to.
Oh man, they already did it with his shock look and with the teeth. When they show his teeth, they painted him red and wrote,
That's another one.
"Show you the way."
Yeah.
I want to see this movie. I think it'll be a RedCycloneInc group showing of this movie because I guess we all have a little Sonic fan in all of us.
Oh yeah, I said we all got to get together and see this thing for better or for worse.
And then I guess we'll do another live cast of the verdict, and we'll give the verdict of this movie, and that'll be the plan for the beginning of November.
Okay, good stuff.
I really hope for the best for this movie because I love Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's the shit is that I still have love for the Blue Hedgehog. I love the character. I think this should be. I was a big fan of the comic book series. I'm a big fan of the Channel 7, Channel 11 cartoons. Like, there's a lot of story they could tell with a great story of Sonic the Hedgehog. So I really hope for the best.
Me too. But it looks funny. You show me one thing. That was the main thing you tried to show me. Okay, I'm on board.
And I think they're trying to like really pick up on the hype of Detective Pikachu.
That's unfortunate, but I get it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but also I have my I'm not putting too much stock in this film. Also, I believe people should go into it with their expectations set lower than. Remember, like as I'm getting older, and we've had this discussion before, people being blinded by hindsight and being blinded not in hindsight, nostalgia, right? We have love for this character, and there's lots of love for this character, but understand that in making a movie for this day and age, there's only so much we can do for your fandoms, for you 35-year-olds, and then the movie we need to make to get who we want, and that's the fandom, and that's the fucking 7 to 15-year-olds. You get what I mean? This is what they're making. Make no mistake. This is who they're making that movie for. You get what I mean?
I wonder.
There's a balance to do it right to get everybody into it to like it. So obviously, us 35 years old bringing our kids to see it, kids are going to enjoy it. But there should definitely be something for me to go, aha, yeah, that's you know what I mean?
And I think also like from the trailer, I think we all wanted to see the old slapstick Jim Carrey in a movie again, and I think that's something that I think we're really going to see in this movie.
That might just be what that answer is, which is for us 35 years old. Jim
what I'm scared of is that this actor is in it, and anything he's in usually sucks. That dude that was the soldier that Jim Carrey was talking to. He played in Bison in that terrible Chun-Li movie.
Oh, you stop it. No, he's not going to kill this movie.
He's going to kill this movie.
He's not a main character. No. Talking about Neil McDonough? Yes. I know who that is.
He's gonna kill this movie.
No, he's not.
He's in it.
Bad track record though.
He's in it. So the track record is not so good right now.
You say that, man.
Oh man, I just googled him. I know you're talking about it.
He was JJ. He was Diggin in Captain America.
Well, see, that movie was great.
But that was because he barely knew he was him.
I don't think I've ever watched something that he's starred in as the main.
Well, watch The Legend of Chun-Li.
No, no, I'm not.
I won't wish that upon my enemy.
I'm just saying, it's not good.
That movie was bad. Oh man, that
killed Kristen Kirk's career. Where's she at?
She did Chuck, and then after that, I don't know. No, she did that Beauty and the Beast bullshit.
What? Not the movie or something else?
The live action one? The TV show, yeah.
Was that good?
I don't watch shit like that, so it's not for me. It's not for me.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you guys see? How did you feel about the Lion King trailer? The now full trailer. It kind of got me in there, but I have so much feelings for that film. Seeing it, the live action, it's like CG's come such a long way where I'm like, all right, let's see what you do here.
See, my thing with the movie is that from what I saw from Jungle Book, I have a lot of faith in Jon Favreau with this. And I don't think he's gonna go so far to change things. I think he's just gonna really enhance them more to things. Because he said that don't be surprised if a lot of the scenes are exactly the same. Because if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Almost shot for shot for certain things, which is amazing.
And I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I think it's a new version of my only disappointment, and me and Jackie was talking about it, is the way Scar looks.
Yeah,
it makes sense the way he looks.
They should have made him a little. You know what? You're right. I can see why he looks
like he looks mangy and shit. Like he looks like he's sick.
My only thing is, so far they got a bunch of the songs that I love.
Yeah.
If he does not do "Be Prepared," I might lose my.
Oh, they announced that shit a long time ago. Oh, "Be Prepared" is in that movie.
Because there was, I guess, controversy for that song because of the scene in the original movie with its
like
Nazi overtones with the hyenas. But he's an evil despot, and that's fine. That's what it was.
We can't live in a world with evil being depicted by evil people.
Yeah, right? Like,
can't do it no more.
Can't do it.
People bitch too much. I swear to God.
Oh man, you should have seen. Will I won't slip too much, but yeah, there's some stuff. Just certain people being in certain things that have never been what do you call it, prosecuted in the court of law, and oh boy, people going crazy. So yeah,
I think Be Prepared is supposed to be in it though. Be Prepared is in the movie.
See how well this actor can perform it, because most actors have changed.
Well, it's Idris Elba
still there.
Black Superman.
Black Superman.
Yeah, it's Idris Elba. I have faith in Idris Elba. I kind of wish they got Jeremy Irons back. I really do.
Oh, he's not in the movie? Wow.
No, I thought that he was the one that talked Scar. I thought he should have came back like Mufasa came back.
Okay. I understand.
It is Jamie Irons joining Mufasa.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just make the show. I always have to ask myself, is James Earl Jones still alive? And he is.
Thank God.
Right? That's why we still got Vader around.
You know what? I would know he's still alive because he does he frequently does Broadway shows. So that's why live to me.
I'm looking forward to it. Seth Rogen and this other dude that's Timon Pumbaa.
Yeah,
I think they're good choices. I think it's going to be funny. They have a really good cast. I think they have a good take on what they're doing, and I believe in Jon Favreau. Like I think he's going to do a great job with it. I think the one movie they have to worry about is Aladdin, which I don't even think they really have to worry about it because Avengers made all this money that pretty much covers
it covers anything they have to gamble on at the moment. But after seeing a more of the Aladdin trailer and finding out that he isn't blue all the time, I'm with it.
Yeah, no, because in the movie he wasn't blue all the time. He dressed as a human. He disguised himself to where he had to be. So I was fine with that.
So I saw more of it, and I look like I'm going to enjoy this. Will Smith knows what he's doing.
I mean, if I have to gauge my favorites out of the Disney movies, Aladdin's my favorite one.
Yeah, by far. Aladdin. My son played Aladdin. It was in a play that had Aladdin in his school. It was fantastic. And I watched that movie and listened to the songs. Fucking rest in peace, Robin Williams. It's a hard act to follow. What has been done, right? Like the Broadway show ran well, and the guy who, big fat black guy, played the genie in the Broadway play, and people loved it.
That's where Will Smith is getting his genie from, is from the Broadway show more than the cartoon.
Okay, gotcha.
He's looking at his style and doing more. I think he's doing a mix of both. Like he's going to do the impressions and things like that, but don't expect him to be like Robin Williams and going back and forth with things. But
no, not at all. I don't expect him to do a lot of impressions either. Will Smith's not an impressionist. He's going to do
he's going to act what Will Smith does.
Yeah, exactly. So which is fine, right? Which I don't mind.
Bad Boys 3 supposed to come out again?
Was what? Bad Boys 2?
Boys 3. Because they confirmed that. What the hell is that supposed to be?
It's still filming. Like, it's in production. I watched their Instagram, and he posts up clips every now and then. They're still in production. So probably next year.
Yeah.
But for that type of movie, it might be the end of this year, depending on their schedule.
But that one, I say like financial wise, I think that's the movie that most of them are kind of looking at to make sure it made some money in that sense. But yeah, but because Dumbo made it. I think the first weekend did good, and then it went down really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I had no interest in Dumbo because there was no drunk rat, and I didn't care about it.
Did racist crows?
No, there was no racist crows. I was like, yo, what the hell?
Did they do Elephants on Parade? No, because you said there was no drunk rat. Never mind.
That pissed me off. I was like, where's the damn rat?
Also, Bad Boys for Life is 2020, so next year. Like I said.
Okay, cool. Good stuff. So it's a Martin like last week. You know what? That show holds up like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That show is hilarious. Season 4 where he played this chick in a pool hall and lost all his clothes. That was crazy.
Yeah. Did see Avengers this week. I'll give like a non-spoiler review.
Go ahead.
You did see it also, Jenkins. This movie made me an emotional wreck. It fucked with every single one of my emotions, and I think this is a movie. Like, this is a movie that could have fucked up in so many ways. Just the fact that it is 21 movies in the making kind of thing, and they could easily drop the ball. But this movie did everything fucking beautifully. I think every character had its moment. I think every character did his job. They balanced this movie with everything. They made you cry, it made you laugh, and made you feel every feeling that you known to man in this movie. And it did not feel 3 hours and 10 minutes. I felt like I wanted more. And I was like, that's it?
Yeah, see, I heard somebody say that about it. It killed the time, and it made you just you didn't even feel it. You was just there, just like engaged.
They've had the skill and the time and the practice to master their pacing, to keep you in there, bring you up, bring you down, mellow you out, bring you back up, bring you back down. You know what I mean? It's a nice, like a little roller coaster ride, and it's a good flow, and it feels good when you get there. But like
this was a movie that I jumped in the fucking air for a scene. I jumped and I was like, yeah, get the motherfucker. I was so enthused in this fucking movie. And even watching the third time, I was still as fucking hyped and loving every single moment of it. After watching the third time, I still loved every single moment. It was such a good movie.
Good stuff.
So yeah, go if you haven't seen it, go see it, because we will not be spoiling it here.
Russo's wrote a letter saying after Monday everyone can spoil it.
It's used lightly, and I don't even say that for movies, but I feel like it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's up there. It definitely takes my top spot for all the movies, pushing only down fucking Winter Soldier and fucking Black Panther. So,
like, this took the top spot for Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was my favorite movie.
It was a hard bar.
It was Winter Soldier, Infinity War, and now this was number one.
Yeah, if I had to round out of 5, it would be Endgame, Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Black Panther, and Thor Ragnarok. There you go. Of just my sheer enjoyment of a film for the Marvel Universe, they round it out. People go, you don't mean Iron Man 1? Iron Man 1 has my place. It has its place in my heart for where it is. Yeah. But after all this time and accumulation, those movies stick with me.
Yeah, and they all play their part. Like, every single movie was connected to this. This movie made you go back to watch like Dark World because you wanted to see what actually happened, where the gem came from. When they were like looking for the Infinity Stones, like, made you want to go back to some of the movies. Just the fact that the way they did it,
again,
showing
we're not gonna talk more in about the movie, but yeah, it's fantastic. But go see it. What else?
Definitely go see it. That shit. I admit straight up, I cried. It made me cry. It was that fucking good. I got so emotionally into this fucking movie. Again, I love the whole MCU. I watched everything. I even watched them way before I even went to watch this. So I kind of caught up with everything again. Let's rewatch everything, and Yeah, they did a fucking hell of a job, and the Russo brothers will be back for the next Avenger movies after this. But I don't know how they're gonna fucking top this.
Well, that's the thing. They don't need to try to top this.
Yeah.
The next phase of the MCU just needs to be that.
Well, this is
next phase.
The next phase is gonna be like Avengers 1 again. Pretty much, it's like building up to.
And you know what? I would like to hope that that's 3, 4, 5 years out. You get what I mean?
Avengers will be like 2025.
That's what I'm saying. A good distance from now while you reestablish.
Because Spider-Man Far From Home is supposed to be the end of the third phase 3.
Right. Ooh. Spider-Man Far From Home, that's the next Marvel.
Oh, he said Iron Man. I'm like, what? Is Iron Man movie?
That's the end of phase 3.
Yeah, so there you go.
Fantastic movie, though. Everyone go see it.
Definitely.
Go see it. It already passed $1 billion in the fucking opening weekend.
It broke all the records. $1 billion opening weekend. Nothing's done that.
Like I was saying on the Wrestling Bible podcast, like fucking people were posting Raw and SmackDown had bad viewership. I was like, everyone had bad viewership because Avengers came out. Everyone was outside. The only thing that actually probably still got good ratings, and then when people went to Avengers again Endgame right after, was the Game of Thrones shit.
Exactly. Like,
other than that, even that, you know what? I was very disappointed in that because I watched Avengers first before that, and it fucked my whole perspective for that show.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
Because it was so dark.
And Fortnite is currently doing its tie-in.
Yeah.
Not tie-in, but fucking Marvel thing since they did the Thanos thing after Infinity War when that launched.
Can you go inside Thanos' butt?
No, you can't go inside Thanos' butt.
When is the game going to just missed opportunity? Do it.
Well, they made it more interesting than the last one is, whereas you get to play, it's 2 sides, it's a whole event now. Someone gets to play as Thanos, and people get to play as the Chitauri. Everyone on the enemy side, most people are the Chitauri, and a couple of random people get to play. You get to find these, you get a map and you find the chest, and it has, if you find one, you'll have the Iron Man, his gauntlets, his hands. You'll get the Thor axe, you'll get it's like you get Cap's shield, and
do they get like can you do with Cap's shield what Cap's shield do?
Well, you use it protection, but you can use multiple weapons. So you can use like the thunder, the Stormbreaker, and the shield. Like you can block with the shield, then use the storm.
Right. I can hover with Cap's gauntlets, and I can shoot with them repulsor rays. So yeah, you can throw the shield and everything. So yeah, it's a fun little tie-in. In
Good stuff. I still don't even know what that game really is. I never played it.
Fortnite.
I tried. I couldn't get into it.
Just playing it today.
I tried.
It's fun.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's a third-person battle royale. It's a third-person shooter with building mechanics.
What kind of building? Not like Minecraft, right? You don't break shit and then you don't break shit down and build it up, right?
Yeah, you do. Well, you need material, so you would use your pickaxe to, like, you chop down a tree, which gives you wood.
Wait, but you could be like some crazy looking dabbing guy. You mean to tell me your crazy dabbing guy is gonna go chop down a tree? I don't even think he knows what manual labor is. What?
That's hilarious. But yes, you can have skins that make it look like anything. Like one of the movie titles, you get a Black Widow skin. I got that. You get her shock baton. But yeah, you bring down the wood, you get your materials.
Shock baton?
And the materials and the building is just to protect yourself. It's like you can not build. You could just have your guns and shoot. That's the biggest part of that game. Is having good aim and shooting the gun. But if someone's going to shoot at you, you want to not get hit by bullets. So you want to build something to hide behind.
So you can build stuff like on the fly.
Yeah, right. It makes sense. You never actually watched like a high level fucking Fortnite match going on.
I've never watched any.
It's like the meme is like, I love that from when the game started. It's like I'm trying to play Fortnite and I shot one bullet at this guy and he built a 5-star hotel with Wi-Fi. It's fucking hilarious.
Okay. Can you build a hotel? I mean, no Wi-Fi, but can you build can you sit there and make a fucking building?
Yes, you can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can. You can make a building with rooms and windows and doors and skylights. And people who are good could do that shit in like 20 seconds.
Oh man! All right, wait a second.
You should just look at, some of the speed builders, and then the game has a full creative mode where you can make your own things. It's like it's got a fucking audio synthesizer. You can make music in that game. It's got a lot of ridiculous things. And the game is, it's hard to say what that game is because it is a little bit of everything.
That's what I heard. But I heard it was centered around the battle royale, so I was like, I'm not
centered around the battle royale unless you play the game proper. Unless you play Fortnite Save the World mode, which is,
and that's like a separate thing.
That's a separate thing where you can play with a couple of friends cooperatively, kind of like Left 4 Dead, where you defeat these waves of fucking zombies and hordes and use the building as kind of a tower defense type thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Cool. This is where it stemmed from, and then they came out with their battle royale thing after PUBG's thing, and the rest is history.
Yes, yeah, basically.
So,
also shout out to PUBG because I just heard they made like sales of like 900 billion this year. Like Jesus, I mean, for the past up until this year, from last year.
From the console one, or
that's from everything. It's just because remember it is I
was gonna say because since they launched
it's not a free to play game, and like that means mad.
It's free to play on phones. So I need to look that up then. It's free to play on phones. You can download it on mobile.
4 systems?
It's on I think it just launched on PS4 if it hasn't launched yet because PS4 was last. So it was on PC and then it migrated to Xbox in the most broken form it could, and then it was on mobile after that. And then PS4 was last, if it's actually on PS4 now. I don't know if that launched yet. I think it did.
Well, it's the gangbusters, and that's crazy.
That's a lot of money over, what is this, 2 years?
Yeah.
Man, god damn.
I've been playing Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah, we talked about some janky stuff that happened.
Yeah, so there was a lot of issues with the towers and a lot of issues with what the towers gave you and the grind and how much grind you had to do to get certain things. So they fixed that. They made the towers more accessible. They made what you get from the towers a lot more. And for saying sorry, they gave you some coins. They gave you like 500,000 coins. They gave you about 10,000 of the green coins, and they gave you the hearts. They gave you like about 1,000 hearts, which is the hearts are for the Shao Kahn's treasures in the crypt that you have to find, and they break and they give you special items. But they're particular. They only go by hearts. You need 250 to collect in order to get one of those open. So think about when before the update, the fatalities only gave you one heart per fatality. They gave you two hearts per brutality, and mercy they only gave you 2 hearts per brutality. So imagine if you wanted to get one treasure open, how many fatalities you had to do. So how many games you had to play and do fatalities?
A lot.
So now they raised it. So I think you get 5 hearts for one fatality. You get I think it's 6 or 7. No, you get 3 hearts for fatalities. You get 5 for brutalities, and you get 7 for mercies.
Okay. So, and you can also do a mercy and then do one of the other ones.
Yeah, some people actually have a brutality with a mercy.
So yeah, that encourages you to do that. Okay.
New Cybot has everything. He's actually one of the most fucked up, cheesy characters.
That's Maximilian. I saw him doing some. He put up only one so far with the online matches. He fought Shao Kahn, and then surprise, another new Cybot.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get good with him, or what character are you?
My first go-to is always Scorpion, so I got good with Scorpion. I got good with Noob Saibot. I got good with Jade, and I got good with Johnny Cage just because I like him.
Okay.
He's a funny character in this one, and they actually have like his old school looks. They have his new looks and all that shit. It's funny.
Did you try out the custom, whatever the move customization is?
Yeah. So they just eliminate.
Like?
Yeah, they have like for Johnny Cage, they have one of the Ninja Mime fight, and then they also have his old school like shadow kick and shit like that.
So which one did you pick? Did you pick
I have one with the shadow kick, and then I have one with the mime and the extras. So he'll have one of the stunt doubles come run and clothesline you, or he'll have one like punch you in the back while you do something else.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah, they're hilarious. They've been good. The towers have been a lot more accessible. Like you could actually complete these, and it takes some skill, but at least it wasn't like cheesing the shit out of you like the other ones were.
Oh yeah, because I heard it was just
Yeah,
projectiles coming off every side of the screen.
Yeah,
you said the stuff you couldn't even block. There was a whole bunch of really bad stuff.
Yeah, and it was just really bad. So they fixed a lot of that. The update for PS4 was first, and then I think today they added the update to Xbox One and the Switch.
Okay. PC still like just dying, man. I'm hearing people upset that they are not getting that update.
Yeah. I think it's by the beginning of next week they probably have it.
Hopefully. This is I tell you before, this is shades of Injustice. It's like the first time.
Yeah.
And then it was MKX when it first released. That was terrible on PC.
I don't know. Injustice, they fucking did it great. Like
no, not 1.
Yeah.
They were struggling. The first 2 games they put on PC.
Yeah.
Struggling, like just not good. Like and you know what? They found out that it wasn't NetherRealm actually porting the game.
Yeah.
So that's also
that makes sense.
So
like one thing I kind of missed out on, that they had a glitch. All right, so in the crypt, when you go to, remember where like the stage with the big Mortal Kombat statues and shit?
Mm-hmm.
They have an area in the crypt of that, and then they have a roll of heads with a treasure underneath them. Mm-hmm. And they had a little hack, like before they did the update, if you hold X and then go to it, it automatically gave you that treasure. I missed out on that. And I'm really mad about that, because the way you unlock that treasure is that you gotta get a fatality like 50 times on each character.
Oh damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck.
There was a lot of little things I saw, and I've never seen this before with a fighting game. There were a lot of people putting up videos that said time sensitive.
Yeah.
Just because the patches were like coming the next days, and they were like, I mean, that's kind of good, kind of bad. It's kind of good because at least, damn, NetherRealm is quickly patching those console versions. They're like, oh, we're not gonna wait like some companies do. The bad thing is, damn, there's a lot of janky shit. But
I know, I missed out, and it pissed me off. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, there's like infinite souls glitches. There's a bunch of funny looking stuff. It was like, ah. So, but it was something that really took a lot of time to do. I saw the one I did see. It was like, go to this spot, disconnect your thing from online. Because you're online, it boots you out to the dashboard, not the dashboard, to the select screen, and then you gotta select again, go back in, do the same thing over and over again. I was like, yeah, you could, but the number of souls you got was so small. It was like, damn, why are you doing that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I'm glad somebody figured something out, because I thought it was funny. People like, yo, man, I'm sitting here with my game on all night because I'm just grinding it out. Thank goodness.
That's all I've been doing today. I was like, I put on Mortal Kombat, and I've just been grinding out, getting points and shit like that. But again, it's a lot more accessible now. It's a lot more fun to do, and little by little, I'm collecting everything. It probably has one of the best stories so far, like throughout the series. Like the story was really good.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to go back to anything in that, do you?
No.
Okay.
That one's just like one. Like, well, you got they have like some of them, like there's like Sub-Zero and Scorpions. You had to play as one or the other. So that's one you had to go back and play as the other. So like I did one playthrough as just Scorpion, then I did the other one as Sub-Zero.
But it's not very long to do that, right?
Nah, it's like 4 matches, and that's fine. And it's the same story but 4 matches. But you see like a little dialogue within the match, so it's just cool.
Okay, gotcha.
But they did a really good job with this game. It's a lot of fun. Very easy to like pick up and play. The tutorial is probably one of the best ever.
Good.
Like it really teaches you the mechanics of the game, which is really good. So I give them a lot of credit for that.
All right, nice. Good to hear that it's coming along very well. All right.
The poopy daddy. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I'm also been playing Yakuza 6. I'm like getting close to the end.
Okay.
Of it.
I've actually been, yeah, that's the game I've been playing too. I've been playing still playing Kiwami 2.
I'm too so good.
Oh my god, this I forgot because again that is a remake of part 2 that I already played back in the day.
Yeah.
I forgot how crazy the side stuff is in that game specifically. Oh my god.
Shit had me fucking rolling.
Did you see the one with the man that wanted to take your picture?
Yeah.
With the muscles? Oh boy, that's a good oof. That game is bananas.
I'm looking forward to Judgment.
Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, did you get to see I saw the trailer for the voice actor.
Yeah.
They're showing like the new voice actor for the English, which is like that's a actual milestone because this is the first game in the Yakuza series, period, in a long time that's gonna have English voice acting.
Yeah, the PlayStation 2 ones had it, right?
Oh.
No?
I believe the first one.
The first one, though.
They got rid of that. And I think, yeah, they stopped it because they were like, it was so bad. It was real bad.
Who's talking?
I remember, I think Michael Madsen was the main character, but I can't tell you who else was in there. Mark Hamill was in the game.
Oh, cool.
As a boy. Oh, Mark Hamill was Majima.
Yeah?
That was like one of the few highlights. Mark Hamill is Majima. No, that's
Majima is Joker. He's pretty much Joker.
I gotta go back and look on YouTube and see if I can find the clips of that. But yeah, when I found out, I was like, really? Huh? Yeah. So, but this is like a legitimate milestone. So I'm excited. Can't wait. What is it? June 23rd or something like that?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got it pre-ordered. I gotta check out the English PS4 version, just the fact that I want to see who the voice actor is. Actually, I'll look it up. But yeah, I'm excited for that game. Again, I've been playing 6, and then I think 3 and 4 should be getting released because I saw the Japanese ones on sale in J&L recently.
Oh, nice. Good.
They just remasters. They're nothing else.
Yeah, no special stuff. They made that announcement a long time ago.
And I heard 5 is just pretty much is on the PS now, and I think they're just going to make it available for PS4.
Yeah, I'll take that. I didn't play it. I hope it comes out at least at a reduced price for those few.
Yeah, I heard like it's probably going to be like a $20 or $30 price tag.
Good.
Yeah. I just hope they actually come out physical. Like I will in the steel case.
Okay. Ooh, I would. Why not do a collector? Just have like all 3 of them in the case. Why not?
I have no problem with that. That's one way I would buy. I'll buy collectors with that. I love the whiskey classes.
Yeah. God, oh my goodness! It's just you can't translate audibly how bananas some of the side stuff in that game is. It's so weird. That's part of the reason I love that entire series. Like, yeah, the main story is pretty good.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to everything and get all the details and you get the double crosses and stuff, but damn it, some of that stuff the stuff you help people out with is just nuts. And they just you just sit there and go, damn, everybody talks to Kiryu. Because you look at all the stories, like it's just usually somebody stopping you on the street.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I hope they keep that feel.
How you like? Did you get to the strategy game part?
Oh no, the construction, no.
I haven't got there yet. I was trying to see how you like that, because that one was kind of hard. Like you had to get once you get a strategy, then it's pretty good. But I had trouble with that. Like I had to really learn the mechanics of that.
Yes, gotcha.
And this one is a little different. Like it's a bit easier in 6.
Okay, good.
Because you just gotta buy the players, and if you just buy the extra characters that's on the PS4 network, I got the collectors, so they all came with it. Like I have Majima, and I put him as a captain, and he destroys everybody.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Like you don't fuck with Majima.
I can't wait. He's in this. He's in 2, and I can't wait till I get to the part where he shows up. Oh my god, he is like MVP character.
Yakuzis. Game I never got the chance to play.
Yeah, you should try it. You should get it. Yeah.
It's on PC now. Yeah, go ahead. And speaking of, you know what? Wait. Let's let him talk about his monster rig because we didn't get any of that information.
Well, it's not necessarily monster, but it's definitely better than I've ever had. But it definitely games. It's
a moped.
It's taken everything I've thrown at it. So again, it's not something I guess I'll just go into it. It's a built. It's not a pre-built. Me and the wife, we put it together. So we bought all the pieces separately, and by separately, I mean we put them in an Amazon cart individually and then ordered them. But the main components, I guess, that anybody would care about is the CPU and the GPU. We have a 8th Gen Core i7 8700K, which is overclockable, and we have a gigabyte RTX, GeForce RTX 2070. So 2060, excuse me, 2070. My friend got in that, just one above me. But so the 2060, it's been handling everything I've thrown at it. I've installed all my old games on my own PC that could almost run and kind of ran, and here runs just smoothly. Like I play Overwatch, it's on ultra settings, frame rate just through the roof. Just playing, like you said, we mentioned earlier, Fortnite, it's at 120 frames per second. Old epic settings, because epic. Mm-hmm. So, the only thing I've had it actually hiccup on me with is this game, Star Citizen, but that's an unoptimized alpha game. That's still, and I won't get into all the drama about that game, about it, being just the feeling of it's never actually going to be a finished product. It's going to be a game that is in development for the entire.
Did you get in on the ground floor with that one? Were you one of the patron customers?
I got in a couple of years after.
It doesn't matter when you got in. If you got in, you got in.
I got in, and it's come a long way since the last time I played it, but not too much farther than where it was. And it's not much to say about it. I enjoy it because of what it is, and what it has the potential to be, what the promise is. And for the most part, what I get, it's a Star Citizen is what it says it is. It's a fucking space exploration game. You get to go out there and live in this persistent universe and fly your own spaceship to planets and do missions and haul cargo and all this other crazy cool stuff when it actually all is finally in the game. That being said, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous looking thing from what they're working on so far. The things they want you to be able to do, like they've been able to create in it, like the promise that No Man's Sky has, where it's like any planet you see in the solar system, you go to it and then go to it and fucking land.
Don't you fall off the planet.
Right. They have this planet they just updated the game that's in, and the whole planet it's just a big giant city. And you fly to it and you fly over it. It's procedurally generated and looks amazing. So that's the only thing that gives me a hiccup. But again, that's a completely unoptimized game. That's it has its hiccups every now and again. Sometimes it runs perfectly. Sometimes it just does not.
Okay.
I got 16 gigs of RAM, so that's keeping me going. We got an NZXT white case that's housing everything. It's got a bunch of fans in it. The cooler we have on our CPU is a Cooler Master cooler. It's got a big RGB fan on it. We had to have some RGB.
How cool is it? That's all I get.
Exactly.
How cool is it?
It looks good as hell. The RAM we have is this G-Skill. What is it called? G-Skill Triton Z, and it's got these big LED panels on it, and it's just rainbow coloring in my case right now, just being awesome. So it's hilarious. It looks great. Like it was an adventure putting it together. We never done it before, but like they said, the video say it's not that hard. It's just things you got to be concerned of. PC parts, components are very sensitive, like with pins and stuff like that. We definitely bent some pins on our USB 3.0 header, but we had 2 of those, so we were all right.
Okay.
But besides that, everything else went pretty much smoothly. It's like putting Lego pieces together. You just got to get it all in there properly, wire it properly, and it's like for our first PC build, it turning on first boot was just fantastic.
Yeah, once you're done.
Yay!
The little things we had there, little things that became expenses after the fact that I didn't keep not thinking about, but they do tell you in the videos. We just kind of overlook it. It's like Windows, you have to purchase Windows. When you buy a computer, Windows is already installed for everything. You get a laptop, it's already installed. That's just what you get. You build a computer, you buying all components. Software you got to buy. It's like, oh shit, right? Another copy of Windows. You can't just take the one. You would think it would be like that, but you can't. You can't just take the one on your laptop and use it on your computer. But, all right, now I need a brand new license. Fuck you.
Pay me at the
Exactly. Which is smart for them, right? Pay me all the money. So I got an SSD in here, so it's fast.
How big SSD could you get? I was like
480 gig, 480 gig SSD, and we got a 2 terabyte normal hard drive in the bottom next to the power supply. So we got speed and run. That's the thing that they do. You run the OS off the SSD, and everything else you put on in storage.
Gotcha.
For speed wise, I do have an M.2 slot on this board, which is it's a faster SSD. That's it just becomes part of the motherboard. It's as opposed to the SSD I have that's connected by a SATA. But I didn't think about that at the time. Didn't get it. I could get that now, but then it would just be additional storage. And since I already put the operating system on the SSD I already have, trying to migrate that onto that is not I don't need it. I'm not doing anything crazy there.
Okay.
I do have Blender installed, and that's going to be a fun, interesting thing to start learning.
What's that?
Blender's a lot of things. It's a software. A lot of things you see is made in Blender. A lot of CG cell shaded animations are done in Blender, and how you rig a character and whatnot is all done. Things like that are done in Blender. You can do animations, you can do drawing, you can do programming. Hold on a second.
I want to know, are you going to be making stuff to use in VR chat?
That's the point.
That's what I want to know.
You need Blender and Unity apparently to make to import and make avatars for VR chat.
Oh boy. So wait, can you tell me about it? Because I know you said you played it.
VR experience for the most part is you go in there and it definitely seems like it's super interesting, but it can be if you're not really doing anything. And it's like, I really want to experience it with the actual VR. So that's when we're going to really fully dive in.
Is it always popping off though?
It's always something going on. You can always find a room doing something. It's something going on somewhere.
How many times is shown the way?
Oh, I thought I wasn't going to. I thought the hype had dying down because a lot of rooms I joined were low, but then I've started reading and learning how to manipulate the software a little bit more. And I can go into this instance of this room that has this many people in, as opposed to the one I loaded in, which only had like 2 people in it. Like, no, I want to go into the instance that had, this. It's just like a PSO lobby back in the day. It's like, there's this many people here, or there's this many people in this one. Oh, I'm going to go in this instance where there's more people because that's the one that's popping off. So I go in there, and there's so much stuff that you can do with these characters. Like this dude, I'm in his room, and there's a bunch of people around and whatever talking. And then this fucking dude in this big demon costume, it just appears in the room. So he's all blacked out, and his eyes are glowing red with the red trails when he moves. With a big glowing, red wings and this big red tail. And when he comes in, it just blacks out the whole room. So you see just his eyes, and it comes back down, and just fucking music blaring. And then he goes outside. There's outside of the room on the deck, and he's just standing there. And then you hear do like the fucking Dragon Ball Z. He's like powering up, and he's got his hands in the air, and I look up, this big fiery ring glowing above him. I was like, there's a lot going on here, huh? You could just do the characters, but yeah, like the characters can have items like knives, and guns. Like it's amazing what can be done once you learn it and get a hold of it. And one of the funniest things in VR chat when I was watching videos of it was fucking the Hank Hill meme. This is Hank Hill thing where he's fucking running around with the Naruto fucking thing on, the Akatsuki thing. It's like, and he keeps walking around asking, is that a JoJo reference? It's fucking most like, God. So it's definitely interesting as shit to go in there. People going there. What do you do when you go in there? You going there to act out fantasy. You going out there to role play.
You're going to stream that. I don't care anything.
Yeah, I'm planning to stream it. I have Streamlabs installed, and I'm starting to learn how to do it. But I'm realizing for what I want to do, now I get it. Second monitor is required. is a requirement.
Good.
So my screen is, it's not big enough that I can separate things separately and function. I mean, I can to some extent. Because the cool thing about the streaming software is so I streamed a little bit of, what did I stream the other day? I think it was Overwatch.
I didn't see it. Don't ask me.
I had something streaming.
Oh, Terra, you did.
I think, Terra, I had it streaming. So I could select in Streamlabs, instead of just trying to, stream my whole desktop, I can tell it to stream specific windows or specifically a game. So I can tell it to stream just this, and if Terra's open, it's like just that. So when I mouse over or move over something to go deal with Streamlabs and see what I need, you don't see any of that. It doesn't, I don't have to worry about passwords or anything popping up because it will only stream that window.
Gotcha.
So it's like, in that aspect, I can do it. But for me, as the player, I have to now have the sides of my screen. So I have the game on one half and the thing open up on the other side. So for playing, it's not that great. You know what I mean?
Okay, understood.
But so that's fun. That's super fun. Like VR chat is a fun time. I definitely plan to stream that to see what shenanigans go on there. But I have to play the game apparently a lot. I was watching a streamer today and interacting with them on Twitch. And apparently you have to put in some hours and definitely start friending people and talking. You have to get your rank up before you can import anything into the game.
Well, I understand.
If I make a character, I wouldn't be able to add it into the game because there's a thing that you can have. You can have a personal avatar that's yours.
Yes.
And then all the other avatars are public avatars. So there's ones that are just in the game. You can just walk up to somebody and clone their avatar if they allow it. So that's a cool thing. I'm going to learn the inner workings of all of that and be back with more information about it.
Nice. Good stuff, man. What an adventure.
Yeah, I love this stupid computer. It's just like, it's amazing. It's like, and then just for sheer everything else, sheer regular everything else computing, it's just a monster. Everything is squashed. I can have 30 fucking Chrome tabs open if I wanted to because it's just killing it with, the processors is a beast. I got 16 gigs of RAM, which is it's good for most things that you're going to be doing that are standard. So it's just like that speed of which everything just works.
I have two questions for you.
Go for it.
That up, so I don't want to go too long.
Of course.
Now, does it talk to you, and has it done anything to scare you yet? As in, has it done something that was so smart? Have you ever been do something that just made you go, "Oh shit"? Because remember, you up there now, so you can see some shit. I'm just saying. Have you downloaded the program? Have you gotten into anything that makes you just go, "Oh boy, this is the future"? I'm looking at it right now.
Not just yet. If I come across it, the computer has Cortana built in, but I don't really have her running for the most part because I don't keep a microphone plugged in at all times.
Gotcha.
So you know what I mean. I don't have her active, but Cortana is part of Windows 10. So but she's not. If anything, I would just go to Google anyway and just do that there. But trying to figure out what you're saying is like, have I seen anything that makes me think that this the future? Besides VR chat, like if VR chat can continue building the way it's going, and if VR could continue VR chat is the precursor to Ready Player One, hands down.
Oh, okay.
It is the precursor because you go in there, you select whatever avatar you feel like you want to be at the time, and you're in there. The only thing you don't have is there's no haptic feedback to you.
Yeah.
Which I think is the thing that should be far, 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 far off. It doesn't.
No.
People are already working on it, by the way. But I feel like it needs to be further away. It's like funny you should ask. Someone was in a stream talking to another streamer. It's like about that. So it's like, they should make abilities so you can be able to feel everything that you feel. And everyone's like, I'm like, no, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. You don't understand what you're saying while you're saying it.
Oh boy. He just saw the Japanese VR streams when they started using certain things, and he was like, "I want to feel that." Well, listen, sir, you got to pay like $400, but or whatever it costs.
They got caught in a computer.
Oh boy, but I don't think he thinks what he thinks he really wants is going to happen. But no, you don't want to feel, because people will be doing things in your avatar. You didn't sign up for that. What?
You didn't sign up for that. But but there are, even in its infancy, there are protections. Like there's literally a personal space thing you can click on. So actually have the certain thing.
Of it. Oh yeah, yes.
Like literally, that's one of the first things that comes. Was like people are shy. It's like people will walk right up to you, damn near through your avatar. It's like, all right, they click the personal space thing, so you can't actually, so deeply with it, So.
And you know what? Not for nothing. There's a little bit more of a. You feel like whoever made it cared a little bit, so that you have that amount of room, because it does kind of feel extra janky when you just pile on top of each other, and are like inside of each other. You know what I mean? Like 3D models.
Yeah.
That just, like it's goofy as shit, but it feels a little better when you can't in a game. You know what I mean? You can't just walk through.
I agree. I mean,
So.
Right? But there's the other end of that extreme. Was like I hate when I trying to move and an NPC and it's like a wall. It's like,
I can't get by.
I want this character to move out of the way. At least it should be able to bump him, but just
slow hide them out of the way.
You are a hole.
In traffic that way. Oh yeah.
But awesome. Yeah. So again, I understand. It's like if you ever want to get a PC one, it's cheaper to build it yourself. It is the truth. For the most part, pre-builds are pretty good now. Like you can still probably get something close to what I got for the money pre-built, which means you'll have Windows and all that stuff installed. You won't get a monitor, but you'll probably get a keyboard and mouse with it. But just
screw a monitor. What? You still using? What is it? Them Dells from high school? Come on. Monitor. Yeah.
Easy monitors are great, but yeah, you can just use your television. Like I haven't hooked it up yet to my 4K TV to actually push something from my PC in the 4K. That's probably where I'm going to hit the. Oh, hold on there, buddy.
Oh, okay.
That's probably what I'll hit because the monitor I have is 1080.
Yes.
Full 1080. But I will eventually slide it over and plug it into the big 4 you see what it does.
Gotcha. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, man.
You got anything else, Mark? Because I just want to get into this Borderlands flow. Yeah, I just want to bring up real quick before we end the show.
Borderlands 3.
Yeah, man, I got to see the stream for Borderlands 3. It was. I can honestly say for me, because we talked about cringe earlier. This is the first. I want to say like stream that had this much hype that did not leave me feeling cringy, because I think they finally figured out how to do a presentation for a game, which was we just want to see the game, and we don't want to see your team building exercise on display with your fake gamer talk. It even had a section when they did like we'll have a thing where we can show you what happens when you do communicate and play together. But even the two guys that were doing it, you could tell it was more of a natural thing. It wasn't that really forced. Hey, I'm going to go over here. Okay, you want me to take over? About think the Division, the first trailer. Remember that.
Jargon talk of industry, like the way they want you to talk in the game, as opposed to the way it really happens.
Yes. So
the script.
You know it. They stick. No, but this time
they did it for
very natural. Like for all the jokes and all the controversy about Randy Pitchford, like at least he knows how to present his damn product on a stage, and get you into it, because it's been a while. And
I like how he started it too, because they started off. So this is an image of an in-rendered game thing, and it's like you started the generic, what I mean, the developer talk, and it's like it's not true. This is the game, and it just pulls back. All right, now we're playing that, so let's just do it. It's like, yes, you're doing it.
It looks, but hopefully, of course, we've been fooled as recently as Anthem, but Gearbox hasn't really been like that with anything that's been like Borderlands related. So I'm not skeptical at all of what it's going to look like. It looks like a better version of what it used to. More, if some studio wanted to take on the Borderlands IP and make a cartoon, it would look like the game does now.
Yeah,
like that's how good they've gotten.
That's what Telltale did. That's what Telltale did with the Tales of the Borderlands.
I'm talking about a full-fledged cartoon.
Yeah, but they did like a
kind of Tales from the Border. Yeah, it's a very, very good game. Like mad people say that game is awesome. So I'm talking about a cartoon. I'm talking about like if you want to take like like whatchamacallit, Castlevania did recently. If somebody wanted to take the style of that game and make a full-fledged Netflix show or whatnot, they could just it's there. Basically, they got the tech there. It was. I can honestly say it still wasn't 100%. It was like 98% because there was still like a little bit of, there's still too much shit on the screen. This is not done yet. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm loving what they did with the characters. I like that they're changing them up. They're not just an avatar with a different voice and one different special now. Like their trees, their skill trees are even more varied for each individual character. So, even though the interface is similar, what's going on in each tree sets them apart enough that you really feel like you want to pick a different character, other than just having a different skin or voice. So I like that. Like they only had 2 characters. They had I think he's like a mercenary.
Yeah.
And then they had the Siren, which was, but she's like not even they mixed up the archetypes, which again I like. The Siren is typically usually like quote unquote the magic user. It's usually elemental based stuff, but she's more of a bruiser, and like she's up in your face, and she has the 6 arms, and she could like do all types of. They showed each one of the specials, which that's a brand new thing. Before everybody had one special, you had one special, and the only little things you could do were augmented to do certain things here or there, and now it's not one special, it's 3 different ones that follow the trend of your character. If your character is melee focused, it seems to be, for her rather, it follows the character's archetype. So if the girl is a up close in your face brawler, her 3 specials right now seem to be different types of things you would use when you're in the middle of a melee situation. So she has like a 1 downward smash, one is like a clap or something like the Hulk. And then I forgot the other one. I think she just powers up. But the other character, because he's more gun focused, and you notice that with his specials, they replace things that, again, I kind of like that it's not the typical archetype, because in the old games, everybody had grenades, everybody can use 4 guns by the end of the game, and you can all use the same gun. And you start to feel less special, and the only thing that set you apart was your special ability. And this guy, he has 3 completely different ones. One is a turret, one is a bird that flies around like it's basically a drone, but it's like the bird from 1 and 2.
Yeah.
The main sniper guy's bird that you kill in part 2. Fuck you, Hanson Jack, you're an asshole. And then his third one, it's the clone ability from the ninja from the second game, and it's just like, oh shit. So he can do stealth, he can lay out the turret, or he can use the bird. And his special that sets him completely apart and breaks the mold of Borderlands is that he can equip 2 specials, and like that's completely new for that type of game. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm excited to see what they do with the other 2 archetypes, because usually it's 4 characters. But it's been up to 6 because they usually do have a DLC character, or 2, because the last game they had 2. Yeah. So it just, everything about it is like the jokes aren't exactly as memey as they were. For some reason, Claptrap is not as overly annoying as he is. He still talks his ass off. That's their mascot, so he's gonna do what he do. But yeah, there's so much cool stuff, and they showed the special types of guns, the guns that when you reload the gun, you throw the gun on the floor and it grows legs, and it's not a joke. It actively chases down an enemy issue. It's the funniest shit in the world to see a tiny little gun with legs, like running. It jumps. If an enemy's hiding behind like cover, it's gonna jump that cover. It's stupid. Like I love it. Like that's they went. Every gun has a secondary special ability as well, and that wasn't in the other game. And like from level 1 gun, the secondary fire on a pistol is just you shoot rockets, and it's just like, what? You shoot rockets like pistol ammo. I was just like, what? So they've gone in the direction where I guess the tech is there. Oh yeah, we just don't get. There's no limits. We're just gonna do dumb dumb all the way. And it's like, yes, please, because them trying to be super smart, follow any type of trends of like the cyber shooters and being like, please don't go down the road of Battle Royale or try to copy what Call of Duty is doing. Or no, it's just, this is Borderlands, dude. And I love it so far.
Good that no one's jumping on any trend bandwagons. This is not a battle royale. This is not a block. We're doing us.
Until they announce the Battle Royale, that'd be fucked up.
I mean,
Battle Royale.
If it's separate and not interfering with the main game at all, more power to them. Get that money.
I like the quality of life changes they made to it, which is here's one thing that's actually really cool. They showed the instance of when you join somebody else's game. The old school way of doing it was you are your character entering into another person's world, right? What they did in this game is now you are able to either scale yourself to the person's level so that you don't just kill stuff when you go into their world. Like you see the level that you are of the enemies, right? They gave the example, if you're level 26, you join into a level 12's game. For him, it's not like you're special. You're not overpowered and just blowing through stuff. But on your screen, you're fighting level 26 enemies, and that basically mitigates you being able to OD on everything. You know what I mean? But if you do want to power level your friends, which, a lot of people do in those games, you can do that. They actually have the ability for you to just be a straight up level 26 fighting level 12 enemies, and you're beating the shit out of them because you want to power level your friend. So I like that they give you the option to do that. And also they give you another option where you can have the equipment scale to your level so that when you find something in someone else's game, it's not the level that they are. Meaning you will not join a game at a low level and find a gun that's way too high level for you.
That's good.
If you don't want it. You can if you want to.
You just hold on to it until you get there?
Yeah, you can hold off. But you can straight up now have just the gun that you found that's like, oh man, this gun is awesome. No longer do you have to wait until you're the appropriate level. It'll just be the level that you are when you found it, which is really good. And then as soon as they understand not to just a thing that Borderlands had a problem with, which a lot of games like that have a problem with, is that they usually held the better stuff to New Game Plus, where then they, the drop rates become, oh, we just give you everything like candy.
Right.
This one seems that the drop rates for good stuff is just across the board from the get-go. You could find a rare right off the bat, because the thing I liked about Borderlands is not the rares weren't just the thing that made you look cool when somebody checked out your gear. It was more those were the crazy guns. So now that the crazy guns are from the get-go, there's even crazier guns that you can access early on in the game, and I really like that. So again, a lot of the small touches they're putting in, I like it. I see emotes though, and I don't know, because once you start putting emotes into a game, that's when the microtransaction bandwagon is waiting right around the corner.
They've been actually really good with that for the last couple of games, so I don't really see it being that big a thing.
I hope you're right, because I saw something, I didn't read into it, about him getting into it with somebody online about microtransactions. I didn't know if he's pissed off that people are saying it's in there or not, because he seemed very adamant at the presentation, saying, no, we're not doing that out the gate. You're going to get the game first. We're not discussing that stuff out the gate. No.
Yeah, it's usually they'll add new guns and shit like that. They'll come in with the season pass and shit.
Yeah, season passes.
Most of the stuff is more of the grind and playing the game, and that's how you unlock everything.
And I think they still understand. I think they still understand. So I'm optimistic. Can't wait till it comes out. September, I think it's second week of September. I think it's the 13th. Might be later than that. And they also did a really cool thing. They integrated with a lot of streamers, because they were showing off the tech that you can participate with the streamers in a special type of way where, I guess just by talking in chat and whatnot and interacting and subbing, you can get guns for your game.
That's cool.
Use your shift ID, and I guess between the streamers and that, you'll accumulate guns. And it was it was like a 90-minute trial they gave to the streamers.
Cool.
It was day of, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And it was kind of rough. Again, you saw some hiccups, but like we know what it is. Like the game's not out till September, so
Question: will there be any crossplay at all? So like PC, PS4.
I don't know. And Snipe was telling me there was a controversy about that. But
It's likely to be Xbox and PC, but the PS4 is still questionable.
Yeah, and again, I just want Sony to come out and say why they can't do it, because I bet you it's some real technical reason. It's like, oh yeah, this will blow up everything. They just don't want to say it. They fucked up and admit it. I don't think it's any type of licensing thing.
They blame the companies. It's like, oh, we let the companies decide.
And then it turns out they were actually bullshitting, because there was a blow up about our game recently, and I forgot what company it was. I don't know if it was somebody at Activision, one of the teams on Activision, that said we can't do it because Sony won't let. Oh, it was with Destiny.
Yeah,
it was Destiny. They said we can't do it because Sony won't let us. And this was after Sony said that, and it's just like, who's telling the truth? You know what I mean? But I bet you it really is some dark secret. Like, oh yeah, because when you listen to the name change debacle, how hard it is for them to let you change your name, which that pass went through maybe like last month.
Yeah.
Like, I bet you that it's an infrastructure problem. So, I just wish they were transparent about it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, they're not about admitting any kind of guilt or fault or anything.
No, not at all.
That's not Sony's. That's not their way.
That's not Japan's way.
It's not Japan's way. It's like, no, it's not there, and you should be happy it's not. That's the attitude about it.
Exactly. Yes.
And how dare you question me?
Yes, that is what it is. But
anyway, fantastic.
Everybody else, that's going to be it for this week. Thank you, Commander Farrell, for joining us.
I'm glad to be.
Appreciate you. Should be back on more often.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go get these sandwiches.
Don't follow them. Just hold it out. These are the sandwiches you could have had.
I wasn't lying.
All right, y'all. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media and different websites that we put up our content on. We are on Twitter, Tumblr. We have a RedCycloneInc Facebook group. We have a WordPress, also RedCycloneInc. We have a SoundCloud where these go up, also RedCycloneInc. Anything else? Instagram, RedCycloneInc. And that's about it. Oh, you can also catch these on the YouTube. And guess what? That's also RedCycloneInc.
Yep.
Merc, where you at?
Just follow me on everything on Merc with Mike, Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook. I do the Wrestling Babble and the RedCycloneInc webpage that I'm pretty much very vocal and a lot of people are vocal on. We actually had discussed about the Sonic movie recently. Check us out on YouTube, Twitch TV, Merc with Mike, and everything else in between. This Merc with Mike SoundCloud, where's all the casts that are on. Check out a Morphin cast that we did last week.
Yes.
Really good listen. It's about Goshi Sentai, Fire Ranger. Amazing show. And that's about it. And always remember, follow Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
He meant Go Sentai Fire Ranger. That's what he meant.
Yes. Oh my god. So good. Recommendation all day, every day. Go watch all the Super Sentai.
Yo, Fire Ranger is one that I think both of you will really enjoy because it is very anime-ish.
Gotta check that out. All right, that's RedCycloneInc.
Yep. All right, y'all.
Peace.
Can you feel life moving through your mind? Ooh, looks like it came back for more. Yeah. Can you feel time slipping down your spine? Bye.